psyched up session. Oh, almost crosslocked the whole thing. Shit. Oh, shitty. Is anybody like ever commenting on my videos or like ever saying anything on them? Appreciate it. Appreciate every comment, regardless if they're negative or positive. Just trying to like I guess constructive criticism, but also just, you know, just hearing like everybody's angle on the specific topic or situation that whatever I talk about in the videos. So we got a nose slide real quick. It'd be actually super sick. Ooh. Like a couple weeks ago, I filmed like a video where I was talking about obsessions the day after drinking, and yeah, today is definitely one of those days again. I think, hell yeah, first trick of the session. Alright, maybe I could get this nose slide too. Not quite. I don't think anybody's asked this in the comment section, but I think I would be wondering it if I were to watch one of these videos. It's like, why do I always just skate here alone by myself? I don't know. It's comforting. Oh, that was a non-comfortable noise, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel too comfortable filming these videos while there's other people here. Plus, I just don't want to bother anybody else skating the park. There's other people here right now, so that's like even a little bit intimidating for me to do this. But yeah, also I guess my close friends that I used to skate with a lot, I'm just not as close with them as I used to be. I've like been slowly drifting away from them for like multiple years now. Damn, that was a shitty slam. I haven't fallen on a nose slide like that ever. I might need to do a little waxing session again. Somebody generously left some wax here, so that's pretty dope. In regards to what I was saying before, my close friends that I used to skate with all the time, I'd almost see them every other day actually. Yeah, I just don't see them anymore. Or at least not as often. Like one of them's just been away for like a month, and like, yeah, I don't know, I just don't see him that often. It's kind of sad when you think about it. Like I've grew up with these dudes. Everybody's just, you know, gone their separate ways and started focusing on their own shit, and now, obviously that's fine, but I think it's also like an art as adults to stay in contact and keep on seeing each other. It's definitely an art for sure. It's cool to keep on staying in touch with your friends that you've known almost all your life, and obviously reaching out to them pretty often, and, you know, yeah, just trying to do shit together. Obviously you shouldn't force it, but it's worth it 100% because they could be like lifelong friends, you know. Oh, I don't know why I'm falling so hard. I've never fallen this shit. Might be just trying too hard. Oh, 3 flip. Oh, fake Manny. Like, how is that easier for me to do than a freaking nose slide? Yeah, as I was saying, it's a natural process of becoming an adult, I guess, is that everybody just tries to figure out what they love doing the most, and I guess sometimes we just like tap into like new aspects of life and new creative paths, and maybe some not so creative paths, and that's all good, you know, just whatever sparks an interest. Finally, my audience left the chat. Just kidding. There's like 3 teenagers here that, yeah, hopefully they stay in touch for the rest of their lives. Who knows, like maybe in like 5 years change, they won't even know each other. I mean, that tends to happen during puberty, I like to think. Now that doesn't count. It's like a little aspect of fake steez right there, maybe. Maybe I should like turn the camera a little bit. Or in regards to what I was saying before, sometimes there's specific things, and what I mean by specific things is like major things or situations, if you will, that I guess that can obviously affect your friendship with those people and your relationships, and sort of, you know, I guess that sometimes they definitely could break them and just, you know, never like connect the friendship bracelet again, if you will. But a friendship is a bracelet, hypothetically speaking, and there's a certain amount of pearls on that friendship bracelet, and sometimes specific situations will fracture the bracelet a little bit, and maybe like a pearl or two will come off, and it just sort of deteriorates over the course of the friendship. And maybe sometimes like there's new pearls that get added to it, and maybe sometimes, yeah, the pearls just never come back. It just ends up looking like shit, and you don't want to spend any more time on it or waste any more time on it. Pretty much just end up throwing it away and just never looking at it again. For any of the homies watching this, I'm not trying to initiate anything here, any situations, just know that. Just talking about the whole thing as like, I guess, childhood friendships, hypothetically, out there. You know, sometimes that's just what happens, and we just have to move on in life. And I think that's why also a lot of people end up having less friendships in their adulthood than they did in their childhood, because they realize they only want to maintain a certain amount of bracelets. The one homie at the park the other day was like, yo, no slide Manny to backside revert. He was like, oh, it's some Antoine Dixon type shit. I didn't think of the trick being that hard because I accidentally do no slide Manny all the time. For some reason, because of the shoulders, it's just the hardest trick ever. I think I'm gonna try to do one for you guys and talk some more about friendships, you know? Oh. Dude, I haven't eaten it on a no slide in like this session in so long. It has to be the beers. Note to self, maybe like cut down on the post drinking sessions. I feel like I definitely heel dragged on that one. So in terms of my own situation here, there's definitely like friendships of mine where some major situations have happened. Yeah, the friendship is kind of deteriorated, and obviously that's not the nicest thing ever. Sometimes, you know, you end up just putting on like more pearls on your like own bracelet in terms of like starting to do new things and other like interests in life, you know, like creative interests, for example, like drawing or music or I don't know, fucking like crocheting. Sometimes the homies just don't follow you with those creative endeavors, you know, they kind of go down their own paths, and maybe there's like a homie that's super into like cooking and like making food and shit. You kind of just constantly keep on exploring other paths, and that kind of breaks the friendship up a little bit because you don't have as much time, because that's something that adulthood also takes from you, is time. Let's start trying the actual trick, you know. But it's just kind of sad that it's so hard to maintain the friendships with the homies, you know. It kind of makes me sad, you know, especially when you start moving away and to different cities and stuff. Ooh, don't even get me started on that. But in terms of like moving to different cities and creating your own new friend groups, makes it even harder to maintain the friendship. Yeah, I'm afraid that that's kind of what's going to happen for me. Pretty much all my childhood friends still live in the city where I live. Now I ended my lease, and yeah, I'm gonna go traveling and gonna do some good things. I can make a whole video about the traveling. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to yap about that for a little mic'd up video. But after the traveling, I don't think I'm gonna move back to the city, because I feel like life's just too short to stay in the same place the whole time, you know. got like one shitty version. I feel like I should switch between trying this and like tail slide to Fakey Manny maybe. Ooh. I still love all my childhood friends, and I love that they are exploring their own adult lives and doing their things. I think something that I might lack as well personally is just showing interest in their interests, you know. I should try to be more interested in their creative interests or other passions or whatever, you know. No. I think I've said it before in the video, but I also just think it's sad that I'm kind of drifting away from my childhood friendships, because I loved my childhood and I loved all the times that I've spent with the homies. And like, man, we played so much Skate 3 growing up. It was just the shit, you know. Skate on the road until it got dark. Just like play Skate 3 until 3 in the morning or some shit, and then wake up and do the whole thing again on the fucking Sunday. I don't even care. I was going 0.0 miles an hour when I landed. I did that shit. Was it approved by Antoine Dixon? Definitely not. I can almost assure you that, but I liked it. I liked it. The energy that's put into the friendship has to be mutual powered. So like, you know, it has to come from both sides, because if it doesn't, then it's never gonna work. You're gonna lose all your pearls, and you're basically just gonna have an empty ass bracelet. Yes. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I really appreciate everybody commenting on the videos. I try to answer every single comment that is trying to engage with me in terms of having a constructive conversation. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for having an interest in watching me skate a skate park alone. I can assure everybody who's interested that the videos are going to get more entertaining throughout this year, because I won't be living here anymore. I can make a whole video about that. But appreciate you guys, and remember your childhood friendships if they're still worth saving. Sad to drift apart from each other, but natural process of life. That's just how it is. Kind of a sad ending, but whatever. You could always just make new friendships, you know. There's a whole world out there with people that probably feel the same way as you do and the same way as I do, but go out there and skate and have fun.